What's up, everyone? It is your girl, GLBeauty Dede Signature here, aka Grace, and I thought we could do a part 2 of my influencer video. So y'all remember the first video I did saying that influencers were saying that these things are dupes, and it wasn't a dupe that I had necessarily came up with. Now, one is a dupe that is obvious to everyone. It's going to be the primer dupe, so obviously we know this is a dupe for the Natasha Silk Canvas. So I'm just chuck this one out to the community, if you will, so we all see that they're running with this putty thing, and we're all supposed to know it's supposed to be from Tatcha. However, I do have another one, and I thought it'd be fun to do 2 dupes as opposed to one, because I'm gonna do this one obvious one that we know is supposed to be a Tatcha dupe, and then I have this one from Nikia Joy. This is the Revlon Prime Plus Perfecting and Smoothing Makeup Plus Skincare Primer. So this is supposed to be a dupe for the Tatcha, the liquid silk canvas as well. So instead of doing the liquid silk canvas on one side and this on the other side, since I have a whole video on that I can link up above, I figured we could do 2 dupes of it just so you to get an idea of. So I got a few more dupes as well. Like I got a foundation dupe, I got a foundation powder dupe, I got a lipstick dupe, and I got these eye quad dupes. So we're gonna start with the eye quads like I did last time, and zoom in real quick and cute like. Now this dupe comes to us from none other than Babs Beauty once again. So I have the Pillow Talk Dreams quad here from Charlotte Tilbury, and she said this is a good dupe for the Pillow Talk quad as far as the colors. Now I don't know if it's necessarily supposed to be from the formula, because I found her with that video a while ago, so I can't say if that's necessarily what it is, but I know she said for the color story it's really similar. I just don't know about, I just don't remember about formula. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this on to start off this video. Okay. I was gonna include a lip balm one as well, but I forgot to bring my lip balm from the Nash. So since y'all said y'all like these videos, maybe I'll do another one in the future, and we'll start off with putting the lip balm on and whatnot. But you know, I'm gonna get the eyes done first, because I don't know if this palette has fallout. It's actually my first time using it. I heard a lot of people saying it's really affordable for, you know, a drugstore eyeshadow quad, and it has great quality for a drug eyeshadow quad, which y'all know drugstore do not be hitting. And I've never tried any UOMA Beauty. I know it's UOMA Beauty by Sharon C, but it's like it's still UOMA Beauty, so I'm interested to try it out. Of course, the battery wants to start blinking once I, you know, start up in the video good any. So I'm gonna have to go get another battery, but I'll try to swatch both shades on the back of my hand when I come back, so you can have an idea of, you know, what they look like on my skin tone prior to putting them on my eyes. Be right back. Okay, y'all, so here's the swatches. It's Charlotte, UOMA, Charlotte, UOMA, Charlotte, UOMA, Charlotte, UOMA. So as you can see, the UOMA one, I feel like it works a little bit better for people my skin tone naturally, just because it has this more coppery bronze shade, and shades like that usually work better with my melanin than, say, this ashier shade would. This would be fine for inner corner, but not necessarily for, you know, like, I mean, fine for the lid and all that, but like, you know how you want to do the outer corner and then moving forward with a lighter tone with the ombre. I just feel like the UOMA Beauty one would work better for my skin tone, but it makes sense because Sharon C is a woman of color, so her quad should work better for a woman of color. This is like a type of quad I would put in a what do I call them, cult classic, black girl friendly versions of cult classic products. I would put that quad in there as a dupe for the Pillow Talk, because, you know, that one obviously just looks like it would work better for some of my skin tone than Pillow Talk would. So that's why I do those videos, because I want people my skin tone to know, like, just because the majority of stuff out here isn't always catered toward us, there are other things you can find that will work just as well for you as that thing works for people that they initially made it for. So you can find some stuff to work for you, sis. You ain't gotta think that you excluded just because what they made ain't necessarily perfect for your skin tone. So next we're gonna get, so sorry, talking about next, we're gonna start off with this lighter shade right here, and just work it on up here. I don't think I'm gonna have a crease shade, so I don't know why I pulled a crease brush. I guess I was just hoping that I'll, you know, have more than one shade to work with, but the brown obviously has gone out of me. We don't have anywhere else. Well, we have other places we can put it. It's just the way I structure my eye looks like it's gonna have to go on the outer V, especially since it's the only deepest shade. And I don't feel like it's gonna end up being as deep as I'm hoping it to be. I'm shocked that it's pulling a little more reddish brown than, like, I don't know, I felt it like it was going to pull a little bit more peachy, and then it didn't. So I'm like, huh. But I haven't used this quad in ages because it's been sitting here in the bag for at least a month to do another version of this video. But since all the foundations and all the concealers dropped in once, I didn't have time. I did order the Huda Beauty powder. You should see that video before you see this one. And I also ordered the new Giorgio Armani, what do you call this thing? The highlighter that they came out with. So I'm actually going to be trying that out today as well. So you should see that video tomorrow. And then you'll see the Huda Beauty video Monday, because they say the powder's supposed to drop today. I also ordered the YSL concealer, so that should be on its way. So yeah, I've been ordering all the new stuff. Trying to get it, girl. Trying to get it. Okay, so now we're going to go into the Sheer and Chic quad. I got to remember not to dip into this one, but since this one doesn't have a mirror, I'm going to have to, you know, figure it out. So I'm going to have to use this shade, which obviously, like I said, I thought it was going to be more peachy like that, and it's not. So that's interesting, because they both look similar in the pan. It just looks a little bit deeper peachy, but I feel like it's not coming off peachy at all. So that's what's interesting to me about the two shades. They look similar in the pan. One just looks lighter than the other one, but one is truly lighter than the other ones. How about that? Yeah, see how much lighter that is than the soft Tilbury one? It does have a nice soft formula that's easy to blend out. Like I told you, this is my first time using any UOMA Beauty or UOMA Beauty by Sharon C like eyeshadow, so I had no idea what to actually expect. But it's blending out nicely and easy. It's a nice soft formula, but it's not like giving a lot of pickup in the pan. I know some people don't care about that. I'm a person who actually does. I'd be annoyed when it be like 5 pounds of kick up in my pan, but you know, just blending out nicely and working easily. It's not getting stuck in any places. It's not looking patchy, so I'm liking that. So far so good. And it's quite pigmented, which since it was drugstore I wasn't expecting that much. But you know, it's looking cute. What is my eyebrow? Y'all, so some of my face masks I had put on this morning was still in my eyebrows, y'all. Okay, so let's move on to the next shade. Let me put these brushes back. I don't need them. So we're gonna start with the outer V shade. So I'm gonna put this one down. So I'm gonna take the dark brown. I don't know why I'm showing like you don't know what shades I'm talking about. There's only 4 to choose from, y'all. But it's just enough to give you like a quick eye look. So we saw. I pat that on and build up this brown, because I feel like it's not going to be as pigmented as I want, especially since the shade above it was darker than I expected it to be. I feel like it might just blend into each other, and you might see a little difference, but not a huge difference the way I was hoping. That's why I was hoping it's much lighter like the Sharon C one, so that way you could be able to see the clear contrast between the outer V and the crease. And I feel like right now I'm not necessarily seeing. I see it a little bit, but like, I don't know, I guess I just wanted a little bit more depth, and I want that shade to be a little bit lighter, and it's not. But since I haven't used it in forever, I couldn't remember that it was, or if it wasn't. So there we go. Looks decent. Okay. Okay. Let me take this brush again and dust over. So that's what we're working with. Now let's get into this one. Of course, you know we're using the dark red shade here. So let's pat it on the outer V there. And again, I can see the contrast and difference in colors immediately. I mean, with this one I can see it a little bit, but since I am of a brown skin tone, I needed that shade to be lighter for it to give more depth. Like, I feel like this one is giving more depth, but again, because a woman of color made, she's understanding the differences I need in between contrast in order to get that true deep smoky eye. Whereas I feel like Charlotte was going for more like a soft moment and a soft look. Not necessarily a smoky moment or pillow talk. It's usually just made for something lighter, which is why it's not giving the smoke that I need. Not that this wasn't giving a whole bunch of smoke, but it's just kind of like, you know, protecting me. Okay. So my Sephora package from, what do you call them people? My Huda stuff from Sephora hasn't showed up yet. I'm waiting for that because I want to do, you know, the press one against the other one, of course. I will just be filming the intro tonight, and then I'll wear the stuff tomorrow and give y'all my thoughts. Ooh, I'm really liking this UOMA eye a whole lot better than the Charlotte Tilbury eye. And y'all know I don't usually like warm tones, but I feel like the nice color combination she came up with is what makes this look so nice, because I'm getting a clear contrast between the two shades, whereas to me this just kind of looks muddy because both shades are too close to each other for some of my skin tone to have a like true defined look. And as you can see, this is definitely a defined look. So let's get some glitter glue. That's what I'm supposed to pour lid brushes instead of those. So let's just take these two real quick. Oh, there's my brush for the glitter glue. Did I already take it down the stage? Oh, here it is. So I alternate between like two brushes when it comes to like putting on glitter glue. And I try to put those separate from the other brushes so that way I'm like, you know, not. I'm trying to edit this one this time so it won't be as long. We'll see how that goes. Okay. So that's what we're working with. Now let's get into this shade right here. Is our lid shade, because of course the lightest one we have to put for inner corner. Now this seems to be a more like sparkly, glittery-esque formula than like the normal quads I have from Charlotte's Tilbury's. I don't know if it's supposed to be a special one. That's why it's called Pillow Talk Dreams as opposed to just being called Pillow Talk. But I will say I like this glittery, gleamy, sparkly formula that she put in here. The shimmers are definitely giving, and I like it. Now I don't expect UOMA Beauty to look like this. I expect it to give more like that metallic, wet, foily look on the lid, which isn't necessarily bad, because both of them going both of them working for me for different reasons. But I really like the sparkle that Charlotte's Tilbury just gave me. I just wish I had got a lighter crease color. It's crazy I'm having to complain about Charlotte Tilbury not giving a lighter color for once. But I just feel like it's not contrasting with the rest of the palette, or the rest of the quad I should say. Okay, yes, I'm going to have to use this one again just because I'm kind of feeling these. So I'm going to take this shade here. Just like I thought, just giving that wet metallic look to the eye, which I'm not mad at. Because I mean, at the end of the day, it's a drugstore product. I didn't expect to get like the sparkling glittery shade that Charlotte Tilbury has in her quad. But I like the fact that they did at least give like a nice wet metallic look to the lid. I'm definitely here for it, and it is a lot. I mean, y'all look at that. It's giving fiery phoenix warm toned eye look, and I'm here for it. I'm just like, yes, give it to me, honey. Give it to me, honey. Give it to me. So we'll just put a little bit more on the outer V. Just smoke it up a bit, girl. I can easily say that Stephanie hit a home run with this one. I feel like if you're someone my skin tone who's working on a budget and likes these tones, you would definitely like this. So shout out to Bad Beauty for another hit. Now let's go into this inner corner situation. So I'm gonna take that one right there, of course. Process elimination is literally the only thing left. And pop that in our inner corner. Now I'm trying to decide if I should do a call it something on the lower lash line or something, but I'm trying to, I think I want to do a battle of the for something else. We're gonna take this shade for the inner corner. Or not battle of the, but old school versus new school video where I tried 2 different eyeshadow palettes that I feel like have similar color stories. One is affordable, one is recently dropped, or sorry, didn't recently drop, recently came to me. So now the inner corner shade I'm not necessarily crazy about with these colors. It does work, and the inner corner shades to me are the only things like truly perfectly match. Crazy thing is I feel like their inner corner shade is almost as glittery as the Charlotte Tilbury inner corner shade, and it's a drugstore product. So okay, Miss Stephanie or Miss Bad Beauty, okay, I'm feeling it. I'm feeling these eyes for sure. So let's get into these primers now. So like I told you all before, it's supposed to be a dupe. Both of them are supposed to be dupes for what is it? The Natasha Liquid Silk Canvas. So I'm gonna put one on this side, the one that the community said, and then I'm gonna put the one that Nikia Joy said is a dupe for it on the other side. Let me grab them here now. So I just squeeze out a certain amount and put it on my eye. I'm on my finger. And we're just gonna massage it into the face. Now I'm trying to figure out which one I'm gonna put down in the middle of my face. I'll probably just go ahead and put the one that Nikia Joy recommends down the middle of my face, because I have to have primer on all my face. That's one I hate about doing like mixed videos where you have to try to put half on one side and half on the other side. So I usually just put one completely down the middle of my face and then some on the other side. So I get this full press. I know it doesn't look like they're the same, but we're gonna find out. I'm not gonna do like a full wear test or anything. I'm just gonna, you know, I'm gonna have the y'all, somehow the eyeshadow from the UOMA Beauty set like got on my nose. So I was looking at my nose and it was like the same color as my eyelid, and I was like, what is going on? But I had swatched it on my hand. I guess I didn't wipe off the swatch the way I thought I had. So then I had it on my nose. I'm just glad I noticed it. Okay, so now that we put both the primers on, which it doesn't have the initial consistency of the Tatcha primer when you put it on. I understand why she feels like it does, because it does have that same like skincare, like smoothing feeling to it. It just feels a little bit thicker than the Tatcha Silk Canvases, because that's a liquidy thinner formula, more like the one everybody knows the liquid putty primer is. So the next foundation I had, which I found really interesting, that this person would think that these are dupes, but you know, Jessica Braun here on YouTube was saying that the Sephora Best Skin Ever is a good alternative to the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Foundation, and I was just like, ho, ma'am. Excuse me, ma'am? You said what now? No. So I was like, I have to try it out for myself, because there's no way. There's no way that this $20 or $25 foundation is the same as this. Ain't this like $65 or $7 foundation now? I forgot. I know it's going up, but I was like, yeah, no lady, no way. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the Giorgio Armani over here with the e.l.f. primer, and then with the Revlon primer we're going to put the Best Skin Ever. But I was just like, I can't. I'm sorry. I'm just hoping the colors are similar. I'm going to be out looking crazy for the rest of the day, y'all, because I'm not taking this makeup off till night when I do the video for the, what did I tell y'all, the Huda powders. So I'm not picking off the lid, and I don't want to be out here looking crazy. But I was just like, I just have to try it, because no way you're going to tell me that $20 Sephora foundation is similar to my Luminous Silk. Like, you just can't tell me that. So let's blend it out and see how it goes. Now, I did just use one pump on this side of my face, but I'm going to put on a powder foundation to set it as opposed to a setting powder. So that's why I'm not really concerned about the coverage, because obviously if it's supposed to be a powder foundation, it's supposed to have coverage in addition to there already being coverage. So I think I'm actually just going to put one pump on each side of the face, because I know that it's going to get coverage from the liquid foundation that we're putting on. So yeah, I'm obsessed with this UOMA Beauty eye. And next I'm going to try more little quads, because I saw more quads at what is that place? CVS. But I was and Walmart, but I was like, I don't know, because I haven't tried it yet. Because I have been waiting to film this video, because I bought that like over a month ago. And I just tried it out today. So there's what it looks like. As you can see, that one's a little bit more of a yellow undertone, whereas I feel like the Giorgio Armani is more of a neutral undertone. So that's why I was concerned about, you know, like wearing these side by side, because I'm like, is it going to end up looking the same? Hopefully once we put the powder foundations on, they'll look the same. But right now I'm just kind of like, Now it doesn't feel the same when you put it on. I feel like the Sephora foundation has more of a, I don't know, gel-like consistency. Maybe it's just me, but it doesn't have the similar consistency as the Giorgio Armani. Maybe she's saying it looks the same on the skin. I don't remember. That video was like over a month ago. I watched it initially when I had watched a couple of her dupe videos just to try to figure out what I was going to pick from her as dupes, because I know she does do a lot of dupes like I do. So I was like, well, let me find some people that are just as enthused about dupes as I am to make sure I'm, you know, picking the right thing. Well, I couldn't possibly find some dupes I hadn't seen before, but you see what I'm saying? Like, I feel like the Giorgio Armani looks a little thinner on the skin too. Like, this one just to me looks thicker on the skin. I don't feel like it's giving the same finish. So this is what we work with on both sides. You can tell that the Sephora side is lighter than the Giorgio Armani side. I wear the shade 11.75 in Giorgio Armani, and I wear the shade 50 neutral in the Sephora foundation. So I'm gonna go off camera and put some concealer on and blend it on out, because I didn't find a concealer for this go round. I kind of just did this impromptu video right now because I didn't know what I wanted to do today besides eyeshadow looks, and I had this bag sitting for like a month, so I was like, we need to do it. But I'm gonna go get a concealer, then I'm gonna come back, and then we're gonna set the face with the two foundation powders. So I'll show you those now. So Andrea Montanalo came up with this dupe. She said that the e.l.f. Camel Powder Foundation, and I have the shade Deep 540N, was extremely similar to the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Soft Matte Powder Foundation, and I wear the shade 410 because it oxidizes. So you have to get a shade lighter. So if you think about getting it after watching this, just keep in mind, get an extra shade. Or get a shade above your shade, because I wear 420 in the foundation. Okay, y'all, so we're going to start off with this e.l.f. one. So I'm just dip into it with a brush. I would normally use a kabuki brush, but I decided I'm just going to use this brush because if we're here, everyone's here, why not? So start dapping it down. I normally put on a cream bronzer, but I decided not to. Now this is a very powdery formula, so just keep that in mind. Oh, I have on the what is that called, the Derma Blend, like the light banana powder. That's what's going on underneath the eyes and all the parts of my face that I highlighted. So if I put that out, we're trying to set all places where we put the what do you call it, the best skin effort for this side, and then we'll set all the places that we put the Giorgio Armani with the Fenty Beauty. So this is what our face is looking like with just the e.l.f. powder. I'm just gonna see the Fenty Beauty butter. Okay, so pattern on them down. feel like the colors actually look pretty similar. Even though it's called 5. What is it, 540 in the elf powder. I'm still feeling like this sits down pretty nicely. So, okay. I'm liking where the face is looking now. Okay, so I'm gonna go off camera and do my blush, bronzer. I got a highlighter video to film, and then we'll come back and wrap it up with the lip product that I found from Colorful Camille here on YouTube. So, be right back. Okay, girl? Okay. Okay, y'all, so I'm back. I mixed 2 ColourPop blushes together to get the blush I got going on now. The bronzer I used was the Sigma one in the shade Deep. Or, no, sorry, the Sigma one in the shade Dark. I think they have one called Deep as well. So the last dupe I have to talk about is from Pat McGrath versus Revlon. This is the Revlon, what is this called? The Revlon Super Lustrous Nude Illuminator. This is the Shine version. And then I have the Pat McGrath one in Nude Venus. And these are the Lip Fetch Divine Lip Shine. So according to Colorful Camille, these are dupes for each other. So I figured we could try them out here and see. So I'm going to start off with this shade right here. Okay, so close look. This is what Mother looks like. And then let's grab this Revlon one and see what it looks like on lips. Okay, so this is the Revlon one. I feel like Pat McGrath is like pigmented, and the Revlon one is getting more like your lips with better type vibes. But I'm gonna swatch them both so you can see what I'm talking about. Even though I feel like you can somewhat see it on my lips. My lips looks, I feel like, bigger on this side because the pigmentation is making it look a little bit more plump, whereas since it's just showing my natural lip, I feel like it's not doing as much. Yeah, you see what I'm saying? Like with the pigmentation in the lighter color of the Pat McGrath one. So this one is a little bit more true to color. But, you know, they both look nice on the lips. And both wearing nice. My lips felt dry, so I was happy to put these on. I'm telling y'all, it was feeling dry when I put the lip liner on. I was like, ooh, honey, let's hurry up. So let's talk about everything as a whole. Let me back you on up. Okay, so everything we tried as a whole today was the bag. It's behind me. So we're going to rate, just like we did last time, and see which ones we agree with, which ones we don't agree with, and my personal opinions on it just as a whole. Okay, so Stephanie, as usual, honey, bad beauty, 10 out of 10. I love this little quad. It makes me want to get more of these little quads. I think she said she had like 2 or 3 of them, and this was the one she reached for the most. I can see why this would be the one she reaches for the most. She likes more of those easy tone down, bronzy, like smoky, neutral looks. So I can see her really liking this one. I like each one for different reasons. I would prefer to use the shimmers in this one with the mattes in this one, just because I feel like the mattes in here bleeds too close in similar tones. So I could use like the one that we have on this side is like a crease shade with that lighter shade that's in this palette. Then I could turn around and use the red as the outer V shade, and then maybe use this as the lid shade and put the sparkling shimmer on top of it to give it that extra oomph. Or maybe use the inner corner shade and just put this on there, the extra oomph. It all depends on what you feel like doing, but I definitely feel like I could combine both of these and make a really nice eye look. So I'm going to combine them together in the future when I use them, not necessarily use this one alone or necessarily use this one alone, even though I feel like this one would be easiest to use alone for me, just because the fact that I know that all 4 shades are going to work nicely for me and blend together nicely and look nicely, and not worry about it looking muddy or looking too close to my skin tone. But I do like a nice mauve moment, so this one is okay for a mauve moment. I would just have to pull the peachy shade out of the other palette to like bring it together, and that'd be a transition shade over a lid shade. So next, we're gonna get into these primers. We all know this is a dupe for the Putty Primer. I do still like the original Tasha, the Liquid Silk Canvas, a little bit better than this one. And the one I feel like is actually closer to the Liquid Silk Canvas when it comes to like wear personally is this one from Revlon that Nakia Joy pointed out. So I've actually been using this one on and off over here at my grandma's house for my dupe for my primer, just because y'all know I like to mix this in with the Tom Ford Traceless Primer. But I prefer this one when it comes to a dupe, even though that one is more like consistency wise the same as the Liquid Silk Canvas. I feel like as far as formula wise, this one's just a little bit more true to it, because I feel like it has those skincare elements that I don't feel like this one necessarily has. I think this is more of a true primer, and since Tatcha is known for skincare, I like this one better because it feels more like a skincare primer, if that made any sense. Next, we're gonna get to see foundation. Now, I personally don't see it with these foundations. I'm gonna wear it the rest of the day and try to come back and talk to you all about it. But just like applying it, although my skin tone looks pretty similar now as once I added the powders and everything, I just don't feel like these are a dupe. Like, this one to me feels thicker than the Liquid Silk Canvas. I do feel like this, I mean not Liquid Silk Canvas, than the Liquid Silk. I feel like this one isn't Luminous Silk. Yeah, the Luminous Silk. I feel like this one is thicker in consistency, and I don't see where the similarities are supposed to be. Maybe it's just me, but I don't see these as a dupe personally. That's just me. Then we have these powder foundations by Andrea Montanaro. Jessica Braun said that the Best Skin Ever was a dupe for Luminous Silk, and Andrea Montanaro said that these were dupes. I definitely agree with this as dupes. I have actually tried these out in the past and worn them side by side together myself just to see, because I was like, it's a great alternative to having to spend the $30-something, but you can spend $14 and then you can buy this at Ulta and use a coupon. Not that Fenty Beauty isn't now at Ulta, but I'm like, I just wanted to see, and I feel like she's definitely right about these being dupes. So I have actually tested this behind the scene without you all knowing, but yes, I'm here for it. I love this dupe. Shout out to Miss Andrea Montanaro for that one. And then this one from KK, I actually like this one for everyday wear. Like if I need to put some on my lips and go, I just want to have that extra wet looking effect, and I don't have to worry about it being sticky like a lip gloss would. I definitely feel like this could be a good product for you to purchase. So shout out to my girl Colorful Camille, or KK, who's friends with Lily Living Life here on YouTube. I love KK, and yes, KK, I definitely feel like this is a great alternative to this one, especially if you don't want that glittery, like more pinkish formula on the lips. If you don't necessarily want the pigmentation that comes with the Pat McGrath, and you just want that shiny, smooth, your lips but better look like lip gloss gives you without it being sticky like lip gloss, I definitely recommend this one. So shout out to KK for that dupe. So those are all the things I had to try with you all today. Comment down below and tell me which one was your favorite dupe. I think my favorite dupe would probably have to be the Charlotte Tilbury Quad, and the dupe for the Fenty powder for people who don't want to necessarily spend the extra money. Y'all know times is hard out here, so those are my two favorite dupes. But you can comment down below and tell me what your favorite dupe was. I hope you all enjoyed this video. Remember, you all are diamonds, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Be blessed, girl. Bye.